Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, ahlan wa sahlan, thank you for watching, and if you've been here, thank you so much for staying. Today's video I'd like to go over what we plan to do with our 5-year-old. This year she'll be 6 inshallah in November, but I'm not enrolling her like her brothers are enrolled in an online program. Well, whatever sound that is you hear in the background, the washer is on, and we live here, so you'll probably hear some sounds in the background. My family's home, so just in advance, I'd like for you to excuse any background noises. So we're going to get started with these Kumon books, this series of the Kumon workbooks. And I actually saw this on another YouTuber's channel. She's a Muslim homeschooler. I'm almost sure in my last video I gave her like a shout out, or the video before last. What's going on? Okay, the washer's finished. Great. All right, back to what I was saying. Aisha Anastasia, IZG, made a video on the Kumon series, and I picked up right away on that because I was already searching for what books I wanted to get for my 5-year-old this year. Inshallah, I will work with her using these books. First up is geography. It says pre-K and up in the corner if you can't see that. Now this is a sticker book. Basically, the stickers are in the back, along with the certificate of achievement when she has finished every. Let me see this. When she has completed the entire book, she receives a certificate of achievement. Her name will go here, inshallah, and all of that. So these are all the stickers that are in the back. So the first one is the United States flag. So it lets you know it's to be used in page 1. Page 2 is west, midwest, southeast. So we're working with geography, right? So her home country, or her home flag, is the United States flag. So she's going to place the sticker here, and I will probably read all of these instructions to her so she can start learning. Let me see. There we go. About our country, and here are more stickers and states. I'm hoping you all can see that. I might need to move it back. It goes through the Statue of Liberty. She can color that. She can color the ships. Learn about major cities such as Chicago and Detroit in the Midwest, Kansas City, Ohio, Wisconsin, the Great Lakes and Great Plains, Michigan, which holds a very dear place in my heart because I spent a few years of my life living in Michigan. Indianapolis, obviously famous for its race cars, racetracks. Mount Rushmore. So this is geography that she will be learning at 5 years old, going into 6 years old. And we'll move on to the next, which is science. This is kindergarten and up, or K and up, right there. So this is another activity book, and at first I thought she might be too advanced for it, but at the same time she just may be comfortable with it, which is fine. So long as it's not too easy for her, she won't become bored with it. But teaching her about things that are living and non-living, such as the grass, the sunflower, the dogs, and humans. And she'll have to go to the back of the book and put the stickers in the place where these blanks are. Teaching her about plants and flowers and how they grow and how our world works. What we can eat, the things we can eat. How it grows. How the caterpillar turns into the butterfly. How babies turn into teenagers or adults. just want to make sure you can see that. Maybe I need to focus it. Okay. Animals and their habitats, the parts of the face. This is what animals use for protection, like their rams. The sheep uses his horn, and the snail uses its shell. She has to draw a line from the snail to the shell, the ram to its horn. This deals with the five senses. This one is sight in particular. She's going to have to put the stickers on it, and she'll have to color the things that her five senses, right? So she would have to color what her ears can hear. She can't hear a banana, but she can hear a drum, she can hear a guitar, and a bell. She can hear someone reading a storybook. She can't hear a hat, she can't hear a bag. You see? So this is what science covers for 5-year-olds. Then we get into earth science. What they call natural made, we'll just obviously teach her Allah made, and this is man-made, like the table, toilet paper, and cheesecake. And she'll have to find the sticker that is something man-made, and a sticker showing what is made by Almighty Allah. Then we'll go into the earth and or phases of the moon, which we've covered with her brothers, but this will be the first time we actually cover it with her. And then weather, clouds. This is all science for a 5-year-old. Next will be addition, which it covers for ages 5, 6, and 7. I plan on giving her addition, or teaching her the addition for the first 3.5 months, or what we call addition A, and then for the next or the remainder of the school year we will start with subtraction, because I don't want to confuse her. If I feel like she's ready, then maybe we'll get into subtraction, but I want to teach her one thing at a time. So addition starts off pretty basic. One thing I noticed about these Kumon books is that with addition there are no stickers and no pictures and no colors, and it looks pretty drab. And my sister and I were looking through this and we were laughing because she said at least they were upfront with it. At least she'll know that math isn't anything to play with. So yeah, that was it right there. Similarly, subtraction book, not super attractive. They have to fill in these blanks like 3, 4 goes here, 15, 16. Another thing is, with her being 5 years old, I'm not quite sure she's ready to fill in the blank. She can count, but I'll have to test her and see how far she can go with writing, because I know the last time I tested her she could go up to 23, but I'm not sure if she's quite ready to go up to 100 yet. She can write her numbers from 1 to 23. Again, with subtraction, they did not make it colorful or attractive at all. So I'm going to relist, restack. Now, writing. This is for age groups 5, 6, and 7. She's writing words. I like the way they set this up. I didn't get their extra handwriting books because I was satisfied already by looking through this. But they show you with these taller boxes and the shorter boxes how the lowercase, although they're lowercase letters, they still rise above some of the other lowercase letters by making the boxes, making it so that the letters fit into certain boxes only. Here's an example of what I'm talking about here. So you have blue, then she has to trace this. They give her a lighter dots to trace, and then this is blank, and she'll have to fill this in herself. And when I say it's blank, excuse me. When I say it's blank, there are smaller letters up here that say BLUE. I need to focus it again. There's BLUE, but there are no letters for her to trace. She has to write it on her own. And then back here, there are no letters for her to trace, although they are in the top corners of the box. She has to write grass on her own. She has to figure out that this G is going to loop down into this space because it's a rectangle instead of a square like the rest of these, and she has to understand that the R can't go past any of the lines, neither can any of the letters go past any of the lines. They make this box extra wide for her W, and that helps to shape her handwriting. So it's like this all the way throughout the book. Simple sentences, ages 5, 6, and 7. So we start off with sight words: cat, pen, book, girl, doll, bird. She'll have to trace all of those. So then it's boy, boy. They give her a lighter dotted line to trace. Same thing here and here, but here they don't give her the bold letters to trace. This is bold, this is very, very fine, and this is fine. So she pretty much has to feel like she's writing it on her own. Then we get to the simple sentences in the back of the book, or towards the back. The dog runs. She's going to have to write run, and then she'll have to write it. I'm sorry, I think I skipped a page. Then she'll have to trace it with the very fine dotted lines. The dog runs, but she will feel like she's writing it on her own. It's just training her hand. So it repeats it this way all the way until the end, where, again, she receives a certificate of achievement. Now, this book, I decided to get mazes when I was looking at the handwriting exercise books that they were carrying as well, and I got mazes instead. It's more of a reward system for her, so that when she does complete her lessons for the day, she can have fun using mazes, and it does the same thing that the handwriting book would have taught her, which is to follow through the lines. And she's pretty good at mazes. She's pretty amazing with mazes. I'm so corny. But I think she'll have a lot of fun, or look forward to this reward when she's finished with her lessons. Now, let me tell you how we plan to do this. I want to take a sheet from each book, remove it, and put it inside of her learning folder for that day. And when she's finished with the learning folder, she's finished for that day with her lessons. So if we have 5 lessons a day, because like I said, I plan on starting this in the second quarter or towards the third quarter of school. If we have 5 lessons a day, I'll take a sheet out of each of these books, put it into her folder that she'll be working with that day, and then at the end, when she gets to the mazes, she'll know that her package is completed and she's done for the day. The reason I want to do this is because with my daughter, she will go through every sticker and every page and use it all up in one day. Alhamdulillah, I was able to get these books, these workbooks, at a very, very low price, because what Barnes & Noble does is they have like teacher rewards and specials like that. So over the weekend, this past weekend, they had a 25% off teacher's award or teacher's rewards. And if you are an educator, you can go in, you show them your card and get 25% off. Or you may be able to show them your membership card and get 10% off. The way to go about that, you'd have to go through your school, or you'd have to go through your your location and or your children's online account. You'd have to go through your children's online account in order to figure out what your school ID is, and you show them at Barnes & Noble what your school ID is. They give you an educator card, and you get the discount. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was beneficial to you. Thank you for watching. If you made it all the way through to the end, I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.